Q&A. But let's go ahead and jump into our next question here. Great stuff, Jackie. Great stuff, man. I really appreciate it.
Yep.
And I want to tease that book that you're putting out too. We'll have to talk about that. So next question, and I think we've had the perfect expert here to talk about this. Which type of exercising is better, using weights or cardio? So if you want a basic answer, we've been providing that so far, but both weight training and cardio, they're great forms of exercise. But here's the thing, folks, there's so many varieties of everything. It really is find something that you like to do, whether it's cardio, weight training, some mix. So as our resident professional and bodybuilder, please let us know which exercise is better.
So I always go in line of goals. Like I tell people all the time, I am not a personal trainer. That is not my number one wheelhouse. I have learned some things over the years from myself, from working with my coach and people who I know who are personal trainers who are really, really good at it. But both, you need both. You want to keep, the cardiovascular work for if you're looking to decrease your body fat, keep your heart moving, endurance, all of those things, right? But if you want to be strong, if you want to keep your body strong, your muscles strong, you want to prevent some of those illnesses and things that come in from having brittle bones, you have to put some weight training in your life. I mean, why wouldn't you want to have a strong core? Why wouldn't you want to have strong legs and a strong posterior chain?
And now, folks, we're not talking about what you can see. No. We're just talking about the functionality of everything being strong. I just want to make that clear, because everybody's going to say, oh, wait, but Jackie, you told me that I got to be in a caloric deficit to shoulder muscles to look like you. And you're like, no, it's not.
And then here's the thing. And I often get women like, well, I don't want to be as big as you. You don't eat enough to be big. That's number one. Number two, people see me online, they see the muscles, and so we have this misconception around size. And I need people to get away from that, right? Yes. I am 5'7 3/4. Yes, I throw that 3/4 out. I want that extra quarter back. I used to be 5'8. I wanted that. I'm 168 pounds. I can fit a size 4 dress. That's today. So people look and they're not like, oh, so they see me in person. They're like, wait, you're tiny. Yeah.
Because they're thinking, wait, but 5'7 3/4 and wait, 168 pounds, but size 4. Wait, but it confuses them. Yeah.
Right. Because for the BMI charts, I am obese. I'm 3 Skittles away from dropping over, according to every doctor chart.
Join the club. Well, if you're 3 Skittles, I'm probably 3 packs of Skittles away. So yeah, I get it.
So none of that makes sense. But then in terms of when you look at muscle, now I will say this, my body where it is today in this weight and where it was 2013 at this weight, completely different look. I was maybe a size 10.
Composition has a lot to do with it.
My body composition has completely shifted. For women, I'm a huge, for everybody, but specifically women, as we get older, I'm a huge advocate for lifting weights and lifting weights heavy because of what it does to transform your body. We got to get over this cardio bunny stuff. Let it go.
And also, can you speak to this too? I hear this common, phrase, if you will, that I don't want to get bulky like a man. Right. I mean, have you heard?
And tell me I look like a man. And for anybody who's curious, just go to my website or my Instagram. You will see me. But here's the thing. Some people may not like the amount of muscle that I have. They may want less. Understand, even with the amount of muscle that I have, I didn't start really isolating and getting really serious in the gym with weightlifting until around 2014, 2015. So this didn't just happen with 6 months of dieting and
this has been over time. You've been building this for a while.
Right. Yeah. And then there's also genetics at play with my body, right? There's some people who are genetically predisposed to put on more muscle faster and in different ways and for different looks. And so I don't want women to be afraid of weights because they think they're going to look like a man. No, you will fill out a dress like no other. And for all of these women who are
I'll
getting
attest to that. Yes, yes, yes.
these BBLs, I need to make, can I make a plea?
Please, go ahead. Go ahead.
When you get a fat transfer, right? We're taking fat from the stomach, from the flank of the back, and people are getting it injected in their butt and their hips. It's fat. It's always going to behave like fat. So if you lose weight, guess what? That beautiful posterior you just paid for is going down. If you gain weight, which most people will because they get that sucked out because they haven't been able to control their eating habits, it's just going to increase and expand more. It will always react like fat. And then it's not a procedure that has been done a lot and for so long. And so we have to look at what the maintenance is. How does that look? And for the love of God, if you get it, please have them do something with your knees. Please, you can't be out here with Auntie Repass church knees and hot girl summer check-in booty. Come on. Stop.
Wait. That's just a mic drop right there. Like, but that's.
I'm like, why are we
that's real deal.
You had them do all this and you didn't get their fat sucked out your knees. Come on, sis. Let's see your kneecap.
Well, that's a couple extra $100. You know what I mean? I had a limit on my budget. No, I'm kidding.
But rather than do that, you literally can grow and mold muscle to fill out and round out and curve your body.
Yes.
And you don't have to worry about side effects and thousands of dollars.
Or the maintenance. But the maintenance about it too is, I get to keep doing the weight training.
Yes.
But there's also the mental health aspect that comes with that. We can touch on that briefly, but I want to throw this in there too about the weight training, especially for women. The bone density, weight training increases the bone density over time, and that's the thing that affects a lot of women, at least here in the U.S., from what I understand.
Yes.
That affects a lot of women as you get older. And so in order to keep your bone density or even grow your bone density, that's why weight training is so important.
Yes.
You know?
And here's an interesting, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but the title of the book is Roar. And she's a doctor, exercise physiologist, and she really looked at the gap in women's health and weight training as it pertains to women in the way we do, because a lot of the science is geared towards what happened with men. And I remember even growing up in school, it's time for phys ed classes and girls have their cycle. And I don't want to do that. You want to work out when you're on your cycle. And she completely demystifies and shows from a scientific perspective why, first of all, the breakdown of the cycle and what it really looks like. But actually, when you do that time, when you do have your cycle, that women, we are at our peak strongest because the body has realized there is not going to be birth. We decrease all this stuff. Estrogen drops. You have a spike in
that's the time. That's the time to hit.
Literally are your strongest at that point. Even some of my training that I do, I know when that time comes, that's when I'm pushing up and I'm loading in more weight because I can.
Right. There is physiological.
Right. The week before that, it's like
right. So you're setting PRs, yeah.
Right. I'm setting PRs though. Yeah. The week of that cycle because I am physically stronger than.
Man, see, there's science behind it. Okay, Roar. I'm gonna have to look that up. Maybe I'll post
Roar,
that.
ROAR.
Oh, okay. All right. No, man, that's great information. Seriously, like about the weight training, and it's so important. Like, you can't get past that.
No.